Lavender albino ball pythons, and especially lavender albino clown ball pythons, which we call grails, is probably one of the most beautiful animals in my opinion, just because they're so bright orange when they hatch out as hatchlings. So we actually got our breeder male here, which is a lavender clown, 50% het for pied, and this past season we actually finally proved him out not to be het pied. So he's just basically a lavender clown. And we started off this project in 2017 with actually a male clown het lavender, which we got in 2016. And the first year we actually bred the clown het lavender male to a few lavender females, where we produced actually the lavender het clowns. And those animals we kept back again. And a couple of years later, in 2020, it was the first year where we actually produced this little male here, which is the lavender clown. So today we're actually going to look at some of his babies he sired this past season and some brand new lavender clown combos. Okay guys, so let me show you guys a hatchling lavender albino het clown. And as you guys can see, is they are much brighter as hatchlings. The colors are more vibrant, the orange is just popping a lot more. And of course the contrast between the orange and the white just stands out a lot more. So the great thing about lavenders is as they mature and they get as adults, the whites actually become more of a lavender look, almost like a purple effect, and the oranges does fade away a bit, where it becomes more of a paler orange or white coloration almost. So real stunning animal, and I must say the lavenders are still a really beautiful animal, and even just looking at it as a pet, this would make a really great pet for anyone just wanting to start off with the snakes and really have a nice animal to look at. So let's go check out the siblings, which is the lavender clowns. Okay guys, and then getting to the lavender clowns. So this was actually from our first lavender clown clutch of the season. So we hatched out a beautiful pair of lavender clowns, and I must say these animals are so stunning. And I wish that we can keep all of these snakes back, but unfortunately, like you guys saw, we already have a breeder male and a breeder female. So these two animals are actually going to be for sale in the near future. But what I love about the lavender clowns is just because we've got the awesome coloration of the lavender, but we've got the great patterning of the clown. So with this first male, you guys can just see is, look at all of the oranges in the teardrops and in the saddles. It's just so awesome. And with the little female here on my left hand side, you guys will see she's a bit more reduced than the male on my right hand side. It could be that she's actually a lavender clown and possibly a blade as well. So there could be blade in the mix. But with this little male, I just love the teardrops, the white teardrops that he's got on the side, with this awesome orange just in the dorsal striping and the dorsal patterning of the animal. So this is a beautiful pair. And I must say, with the lavender clowns, I think there's still a lot of potential. I think in the future it's going to be important to get darker contrast mutations into this, and as well some lighter animals. And then we recently hatched out a full clutch of lavender clowns and clown het lavender combos. So let's go show you guys those ones. Then guys, here's the recent grail clutch that we hatched out. I just want to show you guys how beautiful this clutch looks all together. So as you guys can see, is all of them has actually recently shed out, and we leave them on this dry unprinted newspaper for about a week with each other, and then we set them up individually in their own tubs. So what I want to show you guys is just some of the babies in this clutch. So we've got a few fire spot nose clown het for lavenders. So these are two awesome looking examples, and the pairing of this clutch was a firefly spot nose clown het for lavender to the lavender clown male. So a really simple clutch yet again to ID. We've got a beautiful firefly clown het for lavender. I really love how reduced this animal is. Such a clean look to this little female. Then going into the grails, here we actually had a few extra co-dominant mutations into the mix. So we were lucky enough to hatch two fire lavender clowns. And now with the fire, you guys can see us overall the coloration is a bit more softer compared to the previous grails we've got shown you guys, and the overall patterning is a lot more cleaner. And that's what I've seen in general with Fire Clown combos. They tend out to make the coloration a bit softer, and of course reduce the coloration of the animal and the patterning. So there's 2 Fire Lavender Clowns. Then if we add Pastel into the mix, so now we've got 2 lighter genes again in the grail. So as you guys can see, is with the lavender, the Firefly Lavender Clown, the head stamp is unfortunately a bit more removed, and overall her coloration is a lot softer and a lot more paler compared to the other grail combos. Then the last animal I want to show you guys is actually the best snake, or the best combination we could have got in this clutch, and this is the Firefly Spot Nose Lavender Clown. And look how awesome this guy's patterning is. So yet again, the pastel and the fire mixes with each other to actually make the coloration of the animal a bit softer. But of course we've got the awesome spot nose patterning, just amplifying the pattern and bringing in a lot of teardrops, a lot of pattern in general. But yet again, if we compare the plain fire grail to the Firefly Spot Nose grail, you guys will see that the fire grail without pastel has actually got a much better head stamp. The pastel unfortunately removes all of the head patterning, but such a beautiful animal nonetheless.